Afternoon everyone, hope everybody is okay. I'm coming on quickly to do a couple of cards with you. Again, using the card from Builder Thin Lit Dies. These will again be available to you during the month of August. And this is what they look like. Okay, now we've already used this one on a previous card. Okay, so now we're using these and this one today. Okay, so I've also used a couple of stamp sets, which is the stamp set that coordinates with them Thin Lit Dies, and it's Carols of Christmas, and I've used this one. Okay, and I've also used, and I absolutely love this one, as you might know from last year, Santa and his bag or sack or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so one thing I do need that I forgot to get out when I come in is my marker. Because Santa and his sack scream for red. Right, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to show you this one first. Now this is the front of the card, and as you can see I have cut out them lovely poinsettias in each corner, and I do have something else planned for this, but you'll have to stay tuned. And I've stamped it with the Peace on Earth in Emerald Envy. Okay, I'm also going to use some of our glimmer, glitter, whatever paper you want to call it, but it's the gold one. Excuse me, and what I'm going to do is attach this glimmer, glamour, whatever paper you want to call it, just in the corners, all four corners. And at the minute, I know I'm off camera, but all I'm doing is sticking sticky dots onto it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and all we're going to do, because I didn't want to waste a full piece, like I shown you the other day how to gut, I've just cut this up into small squares, and I'm just sticking it on the back over the poinsettias. And all I've stuck it with is glue dots. Okay, and I'm going to do that in all four corners, and I'm just using me itty bitty glue dots in all four corners. And if any of you have been trying to get hold of me on my phone, I'm awfully sorry, but I busted my Samsung Galaxy S7 or S8 was it? I can't remember now, it was the latest one anyway, and I've busted it. So my hubby has bought me the new iPhone 7 Plus. He bought it for me today, and I should receive it Monday or Tuesday. So until then, I'm sorry, it'll either have to be emails or messenger. And it will be answered on my laptop or my computer. So as you can see, just lining that up, just to cover them poinsettias, or however you pronounce it. And as I say, I know I'm off camera, but all I'm doing is sticking my mini glue dots to all the four corners on my glimmer paper, and I'm just sticking them down there. So that when we turn it over, that's what we've got. Okay, and then I've got a red card base again. This is A4 cut in half and scored down the middle, and that's my card base. This piece measures 4 inches that way by 5 1/4 that way, just to give me that little bit of a border all the way round. And I'm just going to use this glue because it's heavy, and because of the glimmer paper. So we don't want it coming off. Oops, do some round there, otherwise it'll lift. As I say, don't go too close to your edges because you don't want it squashing out. Okay, make sure we get this the right way round, otherwise we'll have an Australian card. And I just want to give that a little border. Okay, so there's our card front nearly done. What else I've done is I've kept the cutouts from the poinsettias, as you can see. Now what I've done is, I'll show you, I've just gone up each petal with my ball tool, so it's like a line. Can you see it better that way? Yeah. It's like a line down the centre of each petal. And what I'm going to do, don't know where my little one is, so I'll have to use this one. I'm just going to, I'll use my pokey tool. I'm just going to squish them in the middle. Okay, and my glue dots again. I'm just going to take, now this is the biggest one out of each. So I'm just going to stick into my nails and everything. I'm just going to offset it on the centre of each. See, having nails sometimes can be a bit of a case. So I'm just offsetting it there. Lift that back up again if I can. Again, I'm taking another glue dot on the back of my and again I'm just offsetting those petals, putting it in. Another glue dot on the back, offset the petals and put it in. Another glue dot. Just offsetting. Okay, and now I've got, I don't know, I didn't even check, to be honest with you. I've got some of these left. These are the metallic shapes. These are the gold ones. Firstly, I'm gonna put some pearls in them poinsettias. She says if she can get the piece of card out. Now you will have noticed that in the new catalogue you no longer get these ones. Okay, they are pearls, but they're actually different. I think they went with the majority of sizes that were used, so just to make you aware of that. But I'm finishing off the ones that I have before I purchase the new ones. And also done with these flowers as well, it's just went round the edge with a sponge and some real red ink and just give them a bit of a, and then what I want to do here is I just want to add a couple of these. Again, probably to get rid of them. So there we go, there's one of our cards, and that's using that thin lit dies. It's just giving you an idea of, you know, what the dies can do. Okay, so that's one. And then I brought another one in. I absolutely love this Father Christmas. And as you can see, I've used the die to cut away the top. Okay, and that was entirely my fault. If you can see where the paper's ripped a bit, because I used the low tack, not so low tack tape to hold my die in position. Yeah, I think we've all been there. And again, I'm just using my glue dots on the back of my card. In all four corners. Oops. And I will be using wet glue to attach the back of my card to my card base because of the weight of the glimmer paper. So I'm just going to place this on the top there, just going to line it up on the top so that it shines through. Okay, you probably won't see it in this light, but anyway, so I've stamped out my image, and what I'm going to do is, I said to you about having the marker. Now this is one of the many Marvelous markers, and it's double-ended. First of all, you get a fine nib, and you also get a brush end. If you're using the brush end to do your stamping with, you would stamp it on the side like that, not as if you were writing, but on the side like that to colour your stamping. Okay, but I'm just going to use the fine point today because I don't want to colour it in. I just want to outline it in the red. You know, like the colouring we used to do when we were kids, when we were cheating. That's all I want to do today. Because I don't want it being so prominent, if you like. So just gonna go to there, and we're gonna go across there, and again off here. And I'm not even worried about how rough it looks. Okay, and again I'm going to do the same swiping motion. And on his hat. You know what? I will colour them in. I don't like that. I was just going over the lines that were in the stamp, but I don't like it. Go over this pocket watch. It's just the way I go quiet when I'm concentrating. And up here as well. And there. Okay, and we'll do this. It's not the way I wanted it to turn out, but hey ho, we live and we learn, and that's what crafting's all about. And at the end of the day, there's no mistakes. And there's no right and there's no wrong way. Just doing it and barely touching the page because I want the marks underneath to show through. Okay, and I'll see if I've got a green handy. The last time I done this, I done it in real red and old olive. This one's garden green, and I think the other one was cherry cobbler. But if you look back through my videos to last Christmas, you will see the card I done using the exact same stamp set. Now all I'm doing is dabbing this. I'm not going to colour it in properly per se, because it's a tree. So I think if we just dab along its branches. There we go. And I'll give it a star on the top. There we go. And I'm just going to glue it to the base now. And again, staying away from the direct edges, because when you squash it down it will move. And again, I will leave the link in the description bar for you to click if you would like to become a part of our team. It's a lovely team, some lovely ladies, and we have our own Facebook group where we all help each other and are there for each other and whatnot. Okay, so that's them stuck down now. So there's our two cards made. There's that one. And there's that one. And I've got an idea for this as well, but I'm not going to say nothing. You'll have to wait. And they're done using this die and these two opposite dies. Okay, so as I say, I'll leave the link if you would like to join our Stampin' Up team in the description box. I will also leave my shop link in the description box, so you can click on that 24/7 and shop to your heart's content. If there's any questions, anything you would like me to show you, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll do my best, depending on whether I've got the right stamp set and right die set and all, which I probably have, because I have an ever-growing collection. So yeah, so I'll leave all that link below, and take care, have a fabulous rest of the weekend, brilliant day tomorrow is Sunday, and I'll speak to you all next week, so take care for now, bye.